Okay, so this one's short and sweet. How do you eat at a calorie deficit without being hangry? Big challenge for everybody trying to do this. So I'm 250 pounds, trying to lose a pound per week. It's a nice, healthy rate. Great job there. Textbook says 1 to 2 pounds a week, so you're in a great spot, which is a 500 calorie deficit. I cut out junk food, so I eat only healthy, energy-dense foods, but I am still hangry. Is 500 too much? Probably. If I switch to less, it will take me about 2 to 3 years to meet my goal. I don't quite know where they're getting that because it's not as linear as what they're laying it out to be. So 500 is probably too much, and the hangry that you're feeling is, just making an assumption here because I don't have, okay, that edit is irrelevant. I don't have all the information, but most things push as far as getting to a deficit. Most diets nowadays are cutting out carbs because carbs are demonized, which is silly. Probably are not getting enough carbs, and carbs are the body's fuel source, and if we don't have energy, we get pissy. So probably not getting enough carbs. You can still get a healthy amount of carbs and be at a deficit. So those are my immediate guesses and knee jerks without having a full layout of
like a workout program.
Well, not even thinking about the workout program, just purely what little nutritional info we have. What are your thoughts?
So it is it's a hard thing because around 1 pound of weight loss per week is supposed to be a good rate, but at the same time that means on paper a 500 calorie deficit, which can be kind of uncomfortable. So that's where, and I actually referenced this in the bodybuilder calorie cutting. I don't remember what the video was, but we'll link it. But I referenced this before. If you're trying to get to a deficit of 500 calories, I do not suggest doing it all at once. Mm-hmm. If you want to get to where that's comfortable, the best path is to assuming, let's say they were at 2,000 calories before, now they're at 1,500.
This isn't just so I understand and everyone understands. This isn't just this is including exercise, total total energy out, total energy in. So you can achieve a 500 calorie deficit, but that doesn't mean you have to cut your food by 500.
Right.
Okay.
That was that's why I mentioned exercise, because I was going to get to that as well.
So my first question would be are you even exercising? If not, boy, this is going to make this really hard. And the exercise weight loss community that is emerging on the internet,
it just hurts.
It's silly.
It hurts.
You're making life so much harder.
Yeah, anyway, you don't need to do that to yourself. You can get there, we're going to be very uncomfortable and hangry.
So just to clarify that.
Yeah, so talking about just the base of calories, not considering exercise, but ideally if you're at 2,000 and you're trying to get to 1,500 or a 500 calorie deficit, do 1,900 for a week or two, and then 18, and then so on and so forth, and that way you can make comfortable adjustments. Mm-hmm. The other thing is, if you're not exercising at all, you are better off at I'm going to reduce my calorie intake by 250, and then I'm going to exercise often enough that I'm also boosting my calorie expenditure by 200, 250. Mm-hmm. The best way to do that is strength train, because you don't there's not an expectation for you to work out every single day. So if you actually want to boost your calorie expenditure by 250 every day, you need to be doing strength training, so that way when you're not in the gym, you're still also burning more than you were. So that's the sweet spot of add some strength training 2-3 days a week, cardio once or twice a week, depending on what's comfortable for you, and then reduce by 250 and see what happens there. Because we rarely have clients reduce 500 from just their nutrition without adding. Well, we never have anyone.
You usually don't have to get that extreme.
Right. And yes, on paper, because they said 2 to 3 years, they're losing a pound a week, assuming that is the average. I'm guessing that means that they're trying to lose more than 100 pounds. Yeah, it might take you a couple years to lose 100 pounds, but you're going to feel real good in 6 months. Mm-hmm. And in 1 year, you might have lost 52 pounds and be you know what? I'm actually very happy here.
Yeah.
I might be comfortable here, because what you have to realize is if they're strength training and they're building muscle, suddenly their body fat percentage is where it needs to be, because they've built enough muscle and now their base expenditure is higher, and they might be comfortable at just shy of 200 pounds and not need to get to 150 pounds. So and then the other thing is, you mentioned carbs for just being hangry, also healthy fats, because if we eat healthy fats, that triggers our satiety hormone, So just in general, making sure that you're balanced. Like, don't cut out carbs too much. Make sure you're getting in healthy fats, ideally at every meal, and that'll help you feel satiated faster on lower calories. And protein is physically filling, so it actually takes up enough space in your stomach so you feel full faster immediately, and then you will feel full longer.
It's going to help regulate your hunger hormones too,
yeah.
So you don't fall victim to whatever cravings you might have. Not that if that happens, whatever, we're always going to get cravings, or we're never perfect, but it's going to help minimize the occurrences and the intensity of the occurrences.
Yeah, so balance out your diet, make sure you're strength training, and don't cut out any entire macronutrient, because that's a recipe for being miserable. So you gotta balance all of it. And this is in like the fitness over 30 group. So they are in the or subreddit rather. So they are in the age range where they've got to pay a little bit more attention, and their hormones are going to do some stuff. So
making that even more important to make sure you get enough. If you just totally remove or almost entirely remove a macro, your hormones are going to be like, what in the world? And this is a woman, right?
I don't know. People don't say their gender very often, and I know that's a Reddit thing to say 25.
I think
female.
I just keep because I keep seeing that. Well, anyway.
Well,
if you are a woman, even further importance to try to keep the hormones regulated, because you already got enough you're battling with there in general. So let's not make it even more. Let's not throw in something else in there by not getting enough of a certain macro. With the carb sources, that doesn't mean go eat a bunch of fried potatoes and french fries. They can come from rice. They can come, fruits, obviously. Try to make it as minimally processed as far as your sources, whole wheat bread. But totally removing any macro is going to cause a host of problems. So the hangriness is probably not getting enough carbs. And this deficit might be a little big. So
or you just got there too fast.
You can eat a little more and start exercising if you're not exercising right now. Or you just need to scale it back and baby step your way there. If you are already exercising and this actually is the deficit you need to be at. We might have just gone there too fast and your body is like, what the hell are we doing? And that's the hangriness. So it could be a multitude of things, but kind of just do the things we threw at you in the video. Keep it nice and simple, and you'll start getting where you want to be.
Yeah, and they do mention keto in the comments, so definitely not enough carbs.
I'm
scrolling through.
Post?
Yeah, I'm scrolling through to see if they replied, and they mentioned keto. So yeah.
All right, so eat carbs. Carbs are not bad. Carbs are not bad for you. You can either be hangry and do keto, or not hangry and don't do keto. That's your only options. I don't make the rules. So okay.
That's it.
Good from there.
Yeah, that's it.
That was good to know at the end. So yeah. So start eating some fruit. There you go.
Yep.
Okay. Bye bye.